What's up, everybody, and welcome to ITG Daily, the show that brings you the hottest in gaming news each and every day. I'm Drew Bosley, that's Scott Savage, and you can join us at InsideTheGame.ca, our YouTube channel at Inside the Game Official, podcast services thanks to our friends at Fired Up Network, and all those beautiful TV streaming platforms around the globe: Roku, Amazon Prime, Samsung Plus, Jinx Esports TV, ESTV, and a whole lot more. Scott, it was quite the day yesterday, and it put us on two topics for today. What do we have?
Yeah, it was a whole triple feature of showcases, but we tried to stick to the basics here. We've have yourself giving us a PlayStation State of Play recap, and myself, I'm going through the Nintendo Direct, and there was a lot to see, so hold on tight.
Yeah, there's some pretty big showcases in a State of Play yesterday. It was very cool. We also saw some new details on Cyberpunk 2077's Phantom Liberty DLC, which had me rather excited to see the changes coming over to that game. After finishing up Cyberpunk, I was like, I don't think I'll ever be back. And then they're like, hey, Phantom Liberty, you gotta check this out. And I'm like, yo, this whole spy espionage thing is right up my alley. I'm looking forward to it. Bunch of changes, a couple new improvements, and a couple new features. Yo, there's a lot going on under the hood. Definitely can't wait to go in. It feels like a brand new game in a sense. Has me super excited, but I'm also super excited to talk about PlayStation's State of Play. Scott, yesterday was the day of showcases apparently, as we had stuff from Nintendo, PlayStation, and, well, we even saw a little Phantom Liberty, the latest Cyberpunk DLC showcase, showing us what we're getting into next with that DLC here, hopefully soon, because it's coming up real quick. We're gonna kick things off with PlayStation, dude. I'm a huge PlayStation fan. That's one of my favorite places to go. And they had a weird start with a game called Baby Steps, and it was the most awkward looking thing I've ever seen. And the way, dude, it is literally like, is a grown person with baby steps trying to make their way up a trail through this mountain. It was awkward looking, but I think that's definitely the whole point of it too. So it should lead to something kind of interesting. I'm curious to see how that one drops. And then, of all things, Sean Benson came out and introduced the showcase, or the State of Play in this case, which is something PlayStation hasn't done in what feels like years. It was nice to have an actual face on screen, something that they've moved away from. Maybe Sean is now our representative, that we can go to her to kind of see. When you relate to Xbox, you relate to Phil Spencer, right? Then or PlayStation has nobody. Like, they haven't had anybody in years. So maybe now Sean, she's going to step up and fill that role. So it was nice to see some kind of presence there, though.
When was the last? Because I do remember Herman Holst.
Well, Herman Holst is still part of the company, right? And he took over a little bit, but it was, man, Shuhei was really the shining star. We had Sean Layden over there as well. So we had representatives, and now we have Jim Ryan, who's just kind of not really cutting it, to say the least, right? He seems more business than consumer based. So
yeah, not a crowd favorite, I don't think.
No, it's his personality, right? The guy's very good at what he does, I believe, in the fact that it's all business. But when it comes to having that face, that representative, it's not a Phil Spencer. So it's just kind of, yeah, you don't have that personality, that charm, that people person kind of mentality, I think, going into some of these showcases, where I thought Sean did very well. I thought she was very upfront, very focused, and believed in trustworthy kind of thing. Dude, she kind of had that, like, huh, are we going to get that Phil Spencer personality now coming over to PlayStation? Because that is something they're desperately needing. And it's, I think, a good move to finally have somebody to fill that void. So we'll see what happens if she comes back in the next State of Play, or if we actually get into a deep dive showcase, which would be nice. But let's get into the rest of it. Roblox coming October 10th to PlayStation 4. I was like,
I can't believe it wasn't there already. I thought Roblox was everywhere and anywhere.
Yeah. So apparently you can get it on your PlayStation 4 and join the 65 million daily users that are already there.
It's an incredible number. I've seen a bit of Roblox myself. Haven't played, but yeah. I'm curious.
I am not. It definitely is not my style. Then we got into some PlayStation VR 2 stuff, and this was all we saw. And I was like, okay, we're gonna get some. We knew we were gonna get indies and PlayStation VR 2, and we saw like two things. I was like, man, that was it. But I am excited. End Dreams is back. End Dreams is a fantastic VR company, and they brought us Ghostbusters. Ghostbusters Rise of the Ghost Lord, and is coming October 26th, just in time for Halloween. Makes a ton of sense, and I cannot wait to dive in. Dude, this looks like a ton of fun. I like the Ghostbusters. Dude, we played Ghostbusters Unleashed and had a blast playing that, and now we're gonna do something similar in VR. I'm down for that. That sounds like an absolute blast.
That sounds like a great time. I like how Ghostbusters has come back around in pop culture now for some reason.
Just out of nowhere. I don't know. It's just kind of making its return. But very excited to get in on that. And hopefully we'll be getting that one soon. Capcom RE, Resident Evil 4 VR coming this winter. Then they had The Mercenaries coming on September 21st, which is the DLC. We got a new look at Avatar Frontiers of Pandora, which we already knew was coming on December 7th. Dude, they had a glitch partway through the trailer. It was kind of awkward.
Oh no.
It showed it and then it came back and it's like they cut it, but they didn't cut it properly. It was kind of weird.
Oh,
but
that's unfortunate.
I found this one didn't hype me up as much as what we've seen in the past. So I'm like, oh, that was just, I felt like a bit of a weaker showing for Avatar. As excited as I am for it, I'm definitely curious to see now, looking at that trailer going, man, they may need to watch it again, but it didn't bring the hype that I was really hoping for. I think Avatar is a fantastical world, and I can't wait to be on the ground running and then flying. Dude, just opportunities are here. We'll see what happens. Opportunities coming October 26th as we can get Ghost Runner 2, Scott. I know you're excited for that one.
Oh man, that is one of my most anticipated titles.
Yeah. Then we gotta look at Deep Earth colors for the PS5 and the controller for the DualSense. Just a new batch of colors if you're into that. Dude, we got a good look at Helldivers 2. It shows co-op, which looks like an absolute blast. You can kill each other as well. Somebody, one of the developers threw a grenade and actually killed one of the teammates by accident. Yeah, I thought that was funny. I thought it was a good touch. I thought that was really cool. And of course,
accident. Yeah, that's what Steve said on Rainbow Six.
As he unloaded the clip. That's right.
And reloaded and unloaded again.
Some things will never die. Dude, but Helldivers, I'm excited for that one. That one definitely looks very cool. Coming in February. It looks like they pushed it now until next year, which gives us more time to kind of get through the wake of what we're already playing.
Spider-Man. Did you play Helldivers back in the day?
On the Vita. I played Helldivers on the Vita, and it was a top-down. Dude, they completely switched up Helldivers to a third-person perspective. I'm like, wow, that's a big change, right? You get comfortable, and this is what you kind of expect Helldivers to be, and then moving forward, they completely changed it. I'm like, okay, now we're going to third person. It makes sense. I think if they would have went from third person to top-down isometric view, it would have changed in a different light. But because they're going from that to third person, I think it actually works a little bit better. Especially when you bring in co-op too, the way they're going. It's gonna be, dude, we're gonna be killing bugs for a while. This looks like a ton of fun over here. And of course, we do know Spider-Man 2 is just around the corner, so we had to see more on Spider-Man 2. They tossed that in just a little bit. Dude, wow. Like, man, I cannot wait for Spider-Man 2. You can switch between Peter and Miles on the fly when you're in the open world, and you just teleport to their location. And then they touched on how fast it is because it's the SSD of the PlayStation 5. Then it's just like almost instant, right? And just poof, and then you're over and you're flipping over. The map is twice as large as the original Spider-Man game. There's over 65 suits now, a ton of suits, and over 200 ways to customize your suit for Spider-Man. So I can have my Spider-Man. Dude, I cannot wait. Like, this is one of my most anticipated titles. We already had a banger of a year, and now we're gonna get Spider-Man 2. Like, I got goosebumps already just looking at it. Man, just talking about it. I'm pumped. Oh yeah,
I can't wait for the return of the bombastic Bagman. That'll be me.
Oh man, that was such an ugly suit. I hated that suit.
I think that's why I like it. I don't know.
That's fair. It's funny. But yeah, that was very cool. It was nice. Dude, I expected it just because Spider-Man is around the corner. I knew they're going to drop a little something in there, right? So we did see that. It was very cool. Tales of Arise was there. Star Rail, we got into some of that stuff as well, coming October 11th. Foam Stars announced a open beta on September 29th. So that's just around the corner. If you're looking to, dude, it remind me a lot of Splatoon.
Yeah, that's kind of what it lives on in my memory as a Splatoon alternative. I want you to get in on that and let us know how that works, because I'm not sure if you were the most excited, but that's kind of the perspective I want.
No, I was not excited. I was like, I don't know about this, man. They announced it, and I've seen some buzz around the industry of people going, yo, this is actually, don't sleep on this one. It actually is pretty cool. I'm like, I don't know. We'll see.
I'm your Splatoon guy, but this being on PlayStation is going to have to be your territory.
That's fair. I'll take one for the team. We'll see how it goes. And then Sean Benson came back out, kind of wrap up the state of play, which again, dude, another, like, she's back on screen. The face. Is Sean the face of PlayStation now? It would be nice. It's a welcomed addition, I'll tell you that much. And then Square Enix was the last showpiece of the State of Play with Final Fantasy VII Rebirth on February 29th, which means now I got to go back to play the remake here before we get into this one because I got some catching up to do.
I've been wanting to because I think I'm about 20 years late on Final Fantasy VII, and I have not been able to, of course.
Dude, I thought it was a solid showcase. It is, sorry, I keep calling it a showcase. It is not a showcase. It is a State of Play. And that's the biggest difference. I saw a little rumbling. We were talking to Brad over on our Discord, where you can always join us there too. There's lots of discussions going on over there. People were like, it was okay. It's a State of Play. It's 20 minutes. It's not a showcase. It's a State of Play. So temper your expectations a little bit. Understand what you're going to get into. And I thought what they showed us over the 20 minutes, dude, was pretty solid. There's some kind of okay games I'm like, I'm not really looking forward to. But then there are other things, like the Resident Evil VR thing, not my style. I am not happening. That is not for me. But Ghostbusters, cool. I would have liked to have seen more VR content. There's 100 games in development. Where are they? Here's 2. Like, whoa, we already knew about these ones. So it's just like, I'm baffled as to, is my VR about to get just another on the shelf, which is an inch thick of dust sitting on it? Not that I don't clean around my house, but you know what I mean, right? It's just gonna sit there and collect dust. I was just like, come on, man.
The shapes of those things, man, they get dust everywhere somehow. Doesn't matter if you clean your house or not.
Yeah. But overall, I had a good time. I'm looking forward to Ghostbusters. I'm looking forward to Helldivers too. Can't wait for Spider-Man, obviously. And then Square Enix ended off the show with Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, which looks sick. I don't know, man. Like, to me, it was a solid State of Play. So nothing else I could really ask for. Yeah, just, again, temper your expectations, know what you're getting into, and it's not a showcase. But at the end of the day, we do know what we're getting now for a little bit more in the rest of the year and beginning the next, which is cool.
Well, it sounds like it was a very hot 20 minutes.
It was.
Excuse me. Could you look after my friend?
One of the highlights for me for yesterday was certainly the Nintendo Direct. Now, we're going to go through a little bit of a Nintendo Direct recap here, but there are a lot of details that may have eluded my eyes. But starting off, we had Splatoon 3's Season Pass called Side Order. Interesting titling for all of these Season Passes, but this is a single-player DLC coming to Splatoon in spring of 2024, and I believe it's single-player only, but I kind of forgot about Splatoon 3 personally, so this may bring me back in, actually. Nintendo has me excited for the first time in a while, but moving on from that, we had The Toys Are Back in Town, a play, of course, on The Boys, but this is Mario vs. Donkey Kong, and it seems to be a remaster or kind of a reimagining of the old Mario, two-dimensional, side-scrolling, of course, a lot of different items, and you're fighting your way up to tackle Donkey Kong. It seems like an interesting little change, and not your typical Mario, so that is also available on February 16th of next year, or this coming year, I suppose I should say. Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown.
Can't wait.
This is a 2D platformer version of Prince of Persia with RPG elements and boss fights. They showed off a little bit of that, but yeah, just essentially the look of the prince jumping around in 2 dimensions has me really excited.
So stylized.
I know I played one of them, but I don't remember what title it was. It was a while ago now.
Oh, man.
So that one is coming January 18th of this coming year. Horizon Chase 2 was a racing game they showed off. Looked to be a kind of, dare I say, typical arcade racer, but it does have 4-player local and online gaming, which is excellent. You don't give me one and not the other, please. This is also available as of yesterday, was a stealth drop. Then one that actually caught my eye, and I wasn't expecting any sort of rhythm game. This is Super Crazy Rhythm Castle, and it has an interesting name, but I think it spoke to the Guitar Hero fan in me from yesteryear. We have Spy Cross Anna. I think that's how you say that. Spy X Anya Operation Memories, and that's in 2024. followed by Super Mario RPG. That one's on November 17th coming up. And I didn't play Mario RPG myself, so
Nope,
I think
neither.
this one is my opportunity to get in. I have a friend that was really, really excited for this. We have Another Code Recollection, which is a combo pack of Another Code 2 Memories and Another Code R. These are really anime mystery kind of narrative-driven games. Seems to be something you invest you get into that world. And
Dude, I'm in. I'm really in on that one.
Caught your eye.
It did, and I'm not an anime fan whatsoever, but I'm like, this looks cool. Like, it reminds me kind of the old school point and click adventure style games. And something about this, I'm like, there's some charm and some personality here that really kind of hooked me yesterday watching this. I was like, man, this looks awesome, and I can't wait to play. But I gotta wait till January 19th, apparently.
Is this opening the door to anime now?
No, it's not. It's not, dude. It didn't have the high pitch. Hi, I'm here, everybody. You know, get that into that. Oh man, I can't do that voice. That voice just drives me nuts. But this one looks like it was more grounded, and I'm like, I'm so in. This looks cool.
I'm out as soon as you get the ooh ooh ooh. No, too much for me. What was a surprise for me though, which I really wasn't expecting, is Princess Peach Showtime.
Yeah.
And this seems to be again another reimagining on the Mario universe, but puts Peach in the role, and something I don't believe has ever happened before. But there's transformation. Think about what we've seen with Super Mario Wonder, changing into the elephant and that sort of item-based changing. That's going to happen in this game as well. They showed off Sword Fighter Peach, Detective Peach, Kung Fu Peach. That seems to be a little wacky, but I'm there for it. And that is on March 22nd. Then Saga Emerald Beyond. That was in 2024. Not much was really shown at all. Tomb Raider 1, 2, and 3 remastered. This got my excitement going.
I wondered, dude.
Oh yes. All expansions and secret levels are coming with this combo pack. You can toggle between updated and the old controls and visuals on the fly, which is amazing. And I've thought so ever since the Halo #1 remaster, which allowed you to do that same thing. And that's kind of the point to me. If you're going to do these remasters, I want to be able to flip back and forth, because that's the appreciation for it. And
Sure.
Tomb Raider is something I have not touched in a long time, but I have a hunger for those original era. Regardless, we have Detective Pikachu Returns, and that is, well, more Detective Pikachu. Has split roles, so you're playing as Tim for people that you'll investigate, and Pikachu for the Pokemon, of course. I'm at the point now where Pokemon is in the rear view mirror. But
That's fair.
I know Detective Pikachu is big for a lot of people. We have, again, one that looks so wacky. Has my interest. I'm not sure if it has my I'm not sure if it has my excitement yet. But this is Trombone Champ. Multiple control options. So you're playing a trombone with your Joy-Cons, and there's a number of ways that is going to be hilarious. There's over 50 songs, several genres of different songs, so you're not just playing the old the old trumpet classics. And there's local with up to 4 players. Like I said, that's going to be a party.
Yeah. Dude, the next couple got my eye here. I'm really excited to see these ones.
Trombone Champ is available now as well. They did a stealth drop. We have, following that was Battle Crush, an arena brawler. There's going to be a closed beta in October, but the full release is in sometime next year.
Looks cool.
War Tales was up to 4 players online. It is a timed Nintendo exclusive, and also available as of yesterday. Then Contra, Operation Galuga. Galuga? I just want to say not Galaga. That's something else.
Yeah.
Contra Operation Galuga is a 4-player co-op as well, and that's available in early of 2024. Bringing Contra back is something
Dude,
I did not expect.
It looks awesome. It's such the old school feel. I'm like, I cannot wait to play it. I'm such a Contra guy from back in the day. Dude, I had a blast playing those games.
I think I only ever played one of them, but I really can't remember.
Fair enough.
Oh, gonna have to slot that into the time schedule. We have a lot of games to play. There is one that is going to require a lot of time that I must set aside, and that is Unicorn Overlord. and that's a tactics RPG. I know you're not a fan of anime, but I don't even want to say that I'm a fan of anime anymore. But the look behind this game, it looks like the highest quality, highest production value anime until you get into, certain legendary classics. In any case, this looks like an incredible tactics game.
Absolutely.
And that is available on March 8th of this coming year. Luigi's Mansion 2 HD also has me excited. I have really vague memories of playing Luigi's Mansion forever ago, but this has up to 4 players online, which sounds like a lot of fun, and that's available next summer.
Scott, I'm going to give you a reference, dude. You have about 2 minutes to tie this up.
Okay. We're getting towards the end here. This was a 45-minute.
Yeah, there's a lot to cover.
Not quite the short directs that we're used to, but
no.
They advertised a Nintendo museum that's opening in March of next year, and there's going to be more information shown on that. I'm not exactly sure what that is myself. And they advertised some upcoming amiibos: Zelda, Ganondorf coming November 3rd, Noah and Mio from Xenoblade coming January 19th, and then Sora from Super Smash Bros. Is coming sometime next year. Followed that with F-Zero 99. This has me really excited. It's NES maps, a battle royale twist of F-Zero where you're keeping your power meter going to stay alive, so it's a bit of an endurance round. A lot of really cool things to unlock there, and one thing that bothers me is that it's an online game exclusively, so you're going to need the online membership, and that's something that I just haven't decided on, not in a long time.
It's not worth it to me.
We have Bandle Tale, a League of Legends story, and Song of Nunu, a League of Legends story, and those are coming out shortly. WarioWare Move It is up to 4 players in a party mode, and I'm
even
there
close
for that.
Nope.
Oh, I'm actually excited for that one. That's November 3rd. Following that was Euden Chronicle, 100 Heroes. Standalone DLC for Eastward, and that's called the Eastward Octopia DLC. Wargroove 2 adds a new faction, new modes, local and online multiplayer, cutscenes, and campaign editor, so you can keep that going indefinitely. And that's a Switch exclusive coming October 5th. Dave the Diver is coming October 26th. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Wave 6 Booster Course Pack. They call it the final pack, but I feel like I've heard that before. That's going to add some new characters like Diddy Kong, and Diddy Kong is often ignored. There is Among Us the Fungal, which seems to be just a free new update, new map on Nintendo exclusively. And closing off the whole showcase was Paper Mario The Thousand Year Door, which is the original GameCube game, but with an HD graphic update. And I didn't play it, so this is my chance.
Dude, that was quite the showcase, man. That was more than a direct that we're used to. Absolutely. 45 minutes. There's a lot to talk about there. Overall, dude, in the middle caught me. I was like, yo, this is pretty cool. There's a lot of cool stuff in here. I definitely, for the first time in a long time, want to check out a bunch of games coming to the Switch. Well, that'll wrap up today's show, everybody. Thank you for hanging out with us. This has been ITG Daily, the show that brings you the hottest in gaming news each and every day. We'll be back. I'm Drew. That's Scott.
And we'll see you inside the game.